Welcome back. I just tried to do this and my face got itchy, so I'm restarting it. But it's not like I got very far. I just started it and then zoned out for 30 seconds while I was trying to itch my face under the mask. But on the bright side, I have better processed that there's a camera and it's recording. I feel like that's the thing that I like. I just process it the weirdest, but I think that just takes some getting used to. And I think part of that is also because I've spent the last couple weeks thinking a lot and not necessarily letting all of those thoughts out. So I'm in that place where the sound of my own voice is startling, but not in, you know what I mean? When you kind of forget what you yapping, so much about this type of stuff was I don't know. Anyways. And I guess it's just, I've had 2 weeks now to process, the wanting to make a channel and then actually making it and the weirdness of doing it and what it feels like to set up a little thing like this and talk like this and edit the thing and post the it's weird. It is a little weird, but it's interesting, so I'm gonna keep doing it. And also I am gonna basically try to start organizing the videos so that they're a little bit shorter in the posts. And what I mean by that is obviously the last couple videos that I posted, they were so long. So I mean shorter than that, in terms of they'll be more organized by the segment and topic or whatever, so that I can also have actual titles, because I never know what to call 40-minute videos that discuss 4 different completely unrelated things, So, yeah, figuring that out. But, yeah, so I am older, which is part of why I have all of this. But this was actually leftover decorations from my grandma. She visited, and now she is back in India, and I miss her, and we're almost birthday twinsies, but this was for her 75th birthday party, and I think for some of the next couple of videos, basically while these decorations are still up, I'm gonna just use some of it as backgrounds, because it's wholesome. So, and you can't actually see the one that's higher up than this, because I was gonna use it for another bit of the video. But for now, you get this. You get balloons and some of this arch thing that was part of the endeavor. Yeah. I also did not, with every video, I always have slightly less things on. So, as usual, I have less, I didn't even put on the, little glove things. I didn't put on the beads and the America ribbon, but I have glow sticks because I felt like it. And those will all be back at different points. We'll figure it out. Yeah. I think part of what's also happened, and I was talking to my partenaire about this the other day, was in the last, so many weeks, there's been a little bit of a shift in the things I'm seeing on the internet, which I think has kind of influenced how much I want to be, a part of it. But, and I think that's just, a dopamine thing, it's more motivating to make things and engage in a community that seems super interesting than one that is just algorithmically based. And not that it's not been algorithmically based for a very long time, but I don't know, just the stuff that I've seen has been like lower quality somewhat, and a lot more, you know what I mean, when the feed starts feeding in certain ways. And I think another part of that, actually, that I had thought about earlier about mentioning, and I'll mention it, and in this video I'll go ahead and add it. Yeah, we're only 5 minutes in, but basically on the topic of that, and I'll link her below. Her, they, them. I think those are the main pronouns. Though I think technically they go by more they, them now. I don't know if they're using she, her pronouns anymore. But basically there's another YouTuber, Khadijah. I love that channel. Like, there's technically, so there's like a couple that they got, and they're like, how do I explain this? It's just Khadijah's views on many things, and they're very good about socio-political stuff, and funny as hell. So, you know, it's a cool channel. I encourage you all to check it out, and the channels, and mainly, like, it's a cool human being that I encourage you to check out. But they had mentioned that they're dropping off YouTube for a minute now, which was like and like specifically for, you know, similar reasons about content is having a shift towards being only content, you know, and it's very demotivating, but that's okay, because I'm starting off completely fresh right now. I have not had a channel for a billion years, so, you know, my motivation is still pretty solid, and yeah, I have ideas that need creating, and I just need to be patient with my efforts and the time that I put towards the various ideas. This thing is poking me so much, and I will keep creating things for you all to engage with. Yeah. Can you believe that since the last time I recorded, I still haven't fixed the mask situation? I can, because I did exactly that. So, anyways. Alright, I'm trying to think, because this is what, 8 minutes. I explained a decent number of thoughts, updates, stuff. So I'll probably chill here, and I legit might just switch out the masks. I'm like genuinely thinking about it, because I know that there's a Halloween mask upstairs, and I like, if it's an overstim day, like for real, which it has been, there's no point like fighting all of this. And it might just be a good thing to like have a backup mask. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But this is driving me absolutely crazy, and I don't want to spend, I have the energy to be like getting through things, so I want to start moving through the stuff that I wanted to yap about at a better pace than where I was going throughout this video, half being distracted by my face and textures. So, yeah. What I can wrap this video up with is I experimented with my nails in the light. Ooh, shiny. I will bring them closer in a sec. I don't know, maybe when I get up. Or I'll post them as like a separate thing. They look weird. They look very weird. They kind of look like, I don't know what it's called, but there's an episode of Love, Death, and Robots where basically it's like kind of horror themed, but like they're all like artsy animation styles, right? So that one, there's a dude who's deaf, and there's like a siren that like screams, and the men come and drink water from the lake that she's at, and they die, and he can't hear it, so he doesn't like go in and drown himself or whatever, and she's like covered in golden riches, and the colors that ended up on my nails reminded me of that character, which I thought was cool. So I guess I can also write that down as like a recommendation in the below. And yeah, I guess that's where I will leave this one, and I will pick back up in a sec, because on the internet time doesn't exist the way it does out here. Isn't that weird? Bye.